Whoever said sugar and spice make everything nice clearly never tried Tabasco sauce, but they were still onto something very profound. When cooking, the more spices the merrier, and in life, the more diversity the merrier, because isn't diversity one of the spices of life? The benefits that sugar and spice can add to food are something that we can take for granted, just like we can take for granted the diversity in our world. Spices add flavor, curb appetite, preserve food, provide us with essential nutrients, make a more palatable food experience, and lend personality to food so profoundly that you could probably tell where a dish came from just based on how it tastes. One could trace the spice throughout history and find that there are more commonalities shared in dishes across the globe than the vast political and social beliefs that divide us. Take, for example, salt. Used along the Silk Road, since its discovery, salt has changed the way that we eat. It was so pervasive along the belt of the Silk Road that ran from China to Europe that it was even used as currency during trading. What most people may not know is that sugar and spice make everything nice is an adaptation of a line from a poem written by Robert Southey in the 1800s. In the poem, Robert Southey explores a variety of men and women of different ages and of different occupations to find out what they're made of. He concludes all of his examples with his final stanza to find out, what are all folks made of? Fighting a spot and loving a lot. That's what all folks are made of. And in such few words, Mr. Southey manages to pull together the commonalities of us all and make our world just a little bit smaller. Food, I argue, has that same pull. Food is one of the most innocuous ways to expose yourself to another culture and experience things from a different perspective. So, have you tried getting out of your culinary comfort zone lately? Back in the day when Mr. Southey wrote this poem, sugars and spices were rare and highly valued. Today, they're easily accessible and quite cheap, and we take those little jars in our spice cabinet for granted. So add some to your food and experience the diversity of tastes and contemplate maybe the journey that spice took to get to your dish. Food brings people together in a way that policies, practices, and principalities never could. So indeed, sugar and spice do make everything nice.